Our next award is one that demonstrates how important independent agents are to their carriers as ombudsmen to their communities. Regardless of their size, agencies that support their neighbors as volunteers with charitable work and compassion become pillars of their communities and build a representation of our industry. This year we had 2 candidates that stood above the others, and we will present this award to both of them. The first serves more than 1,000 housing authorities in the public and affordable housing community across the country, providing insurance and risk management programs, scholarship and internship programs, as well as charitable work. This organization puts the force of its size and scope behind its community, advocating and supporting legislative and regulatory issues that help to improve the public and affordable housing industries. Locally, its numerous employees serve their residents in a variety of ways, from a holiday program that raises funds for housing authority residents, a scholarship program, a playground, poster and essay contest that promotes safety among children, to sponsoring fundraising events that benefit dozens of recipients. There are too many to list here, but they include the Cancer Society, the Children's Wish Foundation, Special Olympics, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, Meals for the Needy, the Soldier Drive, and a variety of youth and elder care organizations. In addition, this winter fosters volunteerism at PIA, with an employee who has served as an officer on the YIPS and on the PIA board, donating countless hours of time to our own industry. Kim Tompkins, PIA Connecticut Director, and proud mother of a Marine, is here to accept the award on behalf of her employer. Please join me in congratulating HAI Group, headquartered in Cheshire, Connecticut. Kim? You're too young to have a Marine.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Tim took most of my speech and told it all to you, so I'll be very brief. It's with great pleasure that I accept the Community Service Award on behalf of HAI Group. As Tim said, our organization serves over 1,000 housing authorities, agencies in the public and affordable housing realm nationwide. In the past 25 years that we have been in business, we have been a long-standing supporter of giving back to this organization and individuals in need. The charitable giving program began as a simple way to give back during the holidays. Then it grew. We held a food drive to benefit families in our local community. Then it evolved into employees taking the lead to develop several fundraising programs to help those in need, both locally and nationally. Practically everything that we do at HAI Group is donated to a cause, from the vending machine to helping out member authorities affected by natural disasters. It's just part of our culture, and I could not be more proud to be a part of it. Thank you for recognizing our efforts. It is very much appreciated. Have a good afternoon.
Our second recipient of the Community Service Award is an example of how much a single individual can make an impact on his community. A native and resident of Greenwich, Connecticut, he is a graduate of the University of San Diego and a certified insurance counselor. After more than 25 years in the insurance industry, holding positions with Aetna, The Hartford, Marsh & McLennan, and Arthur J. Gallagher, he took the helm of his family agency as president and CEO in 1999. He has multiplied the firm's written premium there by nearly 500%. Continuing in his family tradition, he volunteers for several local charitable organizations, including, but not limited to, the Boys and Girls Club of Greenwich and the Greenwich Lions Club. He also serves on the board of directors of several local nonprofit organizations, among them the Old Timers Athletic Association of Greenwich and Sound Waters. He is a member of the Connecticut Business and Industry Association, PIA of Connecticut, the Society of Certified Insurance Counselors, and other trade organizations. Perhaps the best tribute we can provide about this award winner is to quote the nomination submitted by one of his employees. "Numerous nonprofit organizations benefit from his loyal dedication and knowledge of expertise. As a leader, Griff is the backbone behind the scenes, and his compassion, unbiased approach, and work ethic make him successful on all levels. Please join me in congratulating Griffith Harris Jr., CIC, President and CEO of Griffith E. Harris Insurance Services.
Thank you, everybody. Speaking of volunteering, I think we should all recognize the PIA and the board and the staff and the convention committee for once again putting off an outstanding event. I come every year. I've been coming every year since I took over the agency home with my dad's business. Congratulations to all of you. I do have a passion for volunteering, and it comes in a lot of shapes and sizes. I think our industry can hold our heads up very high because we all seem to have that love or commitment to giving back to the community. Without comparing ourselves, I just think it's safe to say that we're one of the best industries in our country when it comes back to supporting charities, nonprofits, and local organizations in our community. So we all should be really proud about that. I think we all deserve an award for that. So I'll try to be brief, but when I thought about coming up and sharing some thoughts, my mind kind of went in 100 different places. And I thought I would sort of drill down and tell you why I do what I do. And the first thing I thought is I have to recognize that human beings can't be in two places at once. So when I'm volunteering and coaching at the Boys and Girls Club, I can't be home with my kids, or I can't be at the office with my staff, or I can't be at a meeting with my client. I'm at a board meeting, I'm not home. So it's, we all know, sometimes challenging, and you find yourself getting spread a little thin at times. So what I do to give back does need the support of my family and my staff and my friends and my kids. So I'm very fortunate that I have that. I have that support. I can be at meetings at night or volunteering on a Sunday, knowing that my support system, including my staff and my family, is there. They appreciate it and they get it. And I think that's very important too. It's not just me, it's my whole circle that really gets behind helping out in the community. Obviously people think, well, his dad probably was a pretty charitable guy, and he was, recognized as a civic leader himself, very involved with many of the organizations that I'm involved with. But I also had a mom who was really into, you saw that episode on Lucy, the Friends of the Friendless? Well, that was my mom. I'll tell you a quick story, and the moral of the story and the message I'm trying to convey is that being charitable and giving back is a little bit inherent, but it's also a little bit learned. And I learned it. I saw it, and then I emulated it. Believe it or not, at the age of 10, and my brother was 12, we would take the train and the subway to Shea Stadium to Met games. I know, you can imagine sending your 10-year-old off a train ride to a ball game now. It would never happen, but it happened. It was a different time. And we got back on the train, and we got to Grand Central, and this real down on his luck, clearly not a dime in his pocket, guy was asking us for the train to Greenwich. You know where the train to Greenwich is? We're 12. We're like, sure, sir, come with us. We're going to Greenwich. But we bought him a ticket, and he clearly hadn't eaten, shaven, or showered in weeks. And clearly living on the streets, but had to get to Greenwich. So we brought him there. So my mom picked us up at the train station, and we've got, excuse this expression, but we had this kind of bum, and we're like helping him out. We're going to bring him to Greenwich. We're here. He goes, "This isn't Greenwich Village." So my mom comes out of the car and puts him in the station wagon and brings him home and continues to cook up my dad's steak and serve him dinner at the kitchen table. I'm one of 8 kids, so all the kids are hovering around and we're having dinner, and my dad walks in. He's like, "Who is that? Is that my steak he's eating?" And my mom said, "Yes, he is. And you'll get some ravioli." So you learn that. You learn to give back. I learned to give back. Both of my parents gave back in a lot of ways. Every day I send my kids off to school and I say, listen to your teacher and be nice to everyone. And that's something that we do as an industry really well. If I could convey or create a message in my thank you speech, I would hope that we all continue to teach that, to teach everybody to give back a little. Whether it's 10 bucks, whether it's 1 hour, we should fit it in our time to give back a little, some way, somehow. I used to sell grapefruit for the Lions Club on the Post Road. It's a pain. You do it. And my hockey buddy came by. He goes, "I don't eat grapefruit." I said, "They're 25 bucks, and it's not about the grapefruit." So that's the moral. Everyone sees me now and they go, "I know, it's not about the grapefruit." So teach it, live it, and I think we're in hard times. I think it would be very gratifying if we all kind of reach down in our pocket a little bit, or reach down into our calendar a little bit, make some time, give back, and the gratitude and the good feeling and the good vibe goes around, comes around, it comes back in spades. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.